your friends, be it with your students, right? So there
Yeah.
should be mutual understanding, and it needs affection, respect, understanding, that these are the ingredients of mutual and mutual respect or mutual understanding. And if we talk about today's generation, yes, if there is an assumption about today's young couple that they don't have that patience, right? And that's why they just get divorced in no time, right? But I have a different perspective. I believe today's generation is much more smarter. They are
Yeah.
smarter than us, right? They know what they want in their life. The only thing is, today's generation is impatient. They can't
You're right.
wait. They just want everything in no time. They want a luxurious life. They want all the materialistic stuff in their life. But they don't have that patience of to wait, to have to wait something for something, right? So that's what I think. You are also young man, young boy. So I want each and every person to be patient, right? Try working hard. Don't don't panic over
Yeah.
trivial stuff, and try to understand each other's perspective. That's what I believe, right? Don't behave with other person the way you don't want yourself to be behaved by other person, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So there are certain things which I don't like if people disrespect me, or if they behave in a very condescending tone. I don't like these kind of people if they behave in an arrogant manner. I try not to be arrogant with other people. This is my that step towards my relationships, right? If I don't
Yes.
like arrogant people, I try to be humble and polite at times. So I think this is the definition of mutual understanding, according to me.
Of course, ma'am, you're right. But sometimes na, our thought is the biggest enemy you can consider. Right.
Mm.
We are not being, able to control our thoughts, our emotions, and due
Mm.
to that reason, we often take wrong step in life without
Yeah.
caring. After taking these kinds of action, what kinds of consequences I will get,
Mm.
right? And what will
Mhm.
happen with others. So you can say, especially if I discuss about new generations, impatience reasons. So because of these
Mm.
reasons, because having multiple thoughts in a day, having a lot of
Right.
distractions, they are
Yes.
not quite satisfied because what they
Mm.
want in life they are not achieving, they are not having.
Mm.
Okay, and due to that reason, it is happening with all of them.
Mm.
But you are right.
Yes.
I'm also relating
Mm.
my opinion to be patient and waiting
Mm.
to the right time. Everything will be good.
Yes. Exactly.
And
See,
listening
things
others.
take time. Things take time.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you doing? Good
Yes,
afternoon. Very good afternoon.
I'm doing well, ma'am. Thank you for asking me. And what about you? How's your morning today?
My morning was quite usual. I was busy sending my son to his school and husband to his office, and then I did my household chores. Though I'm not doing well today, I'm little under the weather due to just weather fluctuation. I came down with cold and fever, but I'm managing somehow.
Mm, okay, ma'am. So we are meeting first time, so I'd like to know a little bit about you.
Okay, so this is Neha Rana. I am a proud homemaker and an online English instructor. I conduct online sessions where I deal with spoken English and English grammar. I try to offer my learners a helping hand so that they can understand basic concept of this language, and they can deal with the intricacies of this language. And in my free hours, I love listening to music, and that's sufficient about me. You tell. Now I'm
Wow.
curious to know about you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, ma'am. It was really fantabulous of your introduction. Let me introduce myself. This is Chandan Larry. I live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a teacher, And if I discuss about my hobbies, so I love to interact with the people, traveling different places. This is the hobbies of mine. Yeah, that's all about.
Okay, so you just mentioned that you are a traveler enthusiast. So, how many places have you visited till now? Uh,
um,
Something about.
okay. Actually, I visited a few places nearest to my house, you can say, here nearest to my place. Due to engagement into my
Hmm.
responsibility of life, you can say. So I couldn't get that much chances to travel different places so far from my town place, you can say. But it's
Mm-hmm.
my desire to go many places.
Okay, okay. And what is your dream destination?
Yeah, my dream destination, I want to be a sufficient into my education and into my teaching way. So it would be convenient for the student to understand. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, I just want to know your dream destination in terms of your traveling, which place you want to visit, which is still in your bucket list.
Honestly, if I discussing about my desire, my previous desire, so I always wanted to visit America.
Okay, wow,
Yes,
fine.
but yeah, let's see in future if I'll get chance. So
Hmm,
I must go there.
definitely. Definitely, definitely. You would visit America very soon. And don't forget to upload your video so that I can also see that finally you are visiting America.
Oh, thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So
Thank you so
yes,
much, ma'am.
now you're
So, ma'am,
welcome. And what do you? Mhm.
I would like to know a little bit about your destiny. Like, do you have remain any desire of your previous?
At this stage of my life, I don't think so. I have so many things which which are pending because now I learn to live in the present. I try not to crib about my past, and I try not to be very imaginative towards my future. I try to enjoy the present, but yes, definitely, in my lifetime, I would love to visit Kedarnath. It's my
Wow.
wish to go there to feel the aura of that place. I don't know. I would be able to do that, but yes, this is something in my mind and in my heart to visit
Wow.
Kedarnath. That's it. That's it.
Kedarnath place is a quite a spiritual place.
Hmm.
And the one thing I get to know about your internal feeling like you are quite a spiritual person, and of course, and that's the reason you want to go there by exploring, some kinds of,
Yes.
different experiences and having peace
Right.
internally.
Hmm.
That's really
Just to
wonderful.
feel that peace of mind and that the vibe, and I won't say vibe because it doesn't it doesn't suit that place. I want to feel that aura of Lord Shiva and the beauty, the serenity of that place. But because these days it's not easy to visit any place in India because every place is overcrowded, people go there, and nowadays it's a hard nut to crack to visit any place, any famous place in India, just because of a lot of people they visit there. And I want, or I often prefer off the beaten tracks. I never want to be a part of very crowded place. So let's see.
Of course, it's a better way of maintaining your peace internally and
Hmm.
enjoying the present
Yeah.
time of yours, having memories of your life. Beautiful, right?
Hmm.
Because
Yes,
having self in a crowd, you are going to have distractions, and this is not good for
exactly.
any individual's life, right?
Hmm.
So
Right, right. Yes. So you just mentioned me that you are a teacher. So are you a government teacher, or you work as a teacher in a private school, or you have your own institution? So tell me.
actually, I have been working as a teacher in a private school. I'm not a government.
Okay. Mhm. Fine. So,
Yes.
how is the experience dealing with young minds? Do you enjoy teaching as a job, or you sometimes you feel it a tedious task?
Yeah, sometimes I quite, I felt like, yeah, this is very hard to to be calm and composed, into this
Hmm.
field, you can say. But you have to, convince yourself if you really want to stay for a long time, right, at this
Hmm.
profession. And what I personally consider having this post, it's a better way of getting a good, respect from your society, and each people can give you what you deserve in your life as a respect or all these things, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely. I have also experience of teaching line or teaching job, but what I feel in today's time, uh, I won't say every school, but most of the schools, no, they don't focus much on teaching. It's all about organizing so many other activities, right? Every
Yeah,
day there is sometimes we are celebrating some day, sometimes some guests are coming, and teachers apart from teaching, teachers are busy doing so many other things, be it maintaining registers. It's not only about attendance register. There are so many other registers, right? And then copy checking, paper checking, exam setting, everything. A teacher needs to be versatile, first of all, and a teacher is always on his toes, what I believe. It's because we have that notion, preconceived notion, that teaching is the most easy job, teacher is the easiest job, but I don't find teaching an easiest job. It has its challenges, right? What do you think?
of course, ma'am. This is very difficult, to just get ready yourself for each challenges, because multiple
Hmm.
people entering into your school and raising a multiple questions. That time you have
Yes.
to face, many people's questions and intentions. So you have to be all rounder if you really want to be,
Hmm.
proficient into this. So
Yes.
yeah, you can say. But I think somewhere it is a very good for, becoming teacher, because you are going to prepare yourself for entire life, right?
That's it. True that. I am on board with whatever you said, because a teacher, if you are a teacher, first of all, it gives you immense happiness, plus that a feeling of content, because you prepare kids or children to be a good human being, right? And second thing, you need to update yourself, and you don't deal with students only, you have to deal with parents also, right? So you need to solve their queries. Sometimes parents blame a teacher for everything that is happening in their child's life, right? They
Yeah,
just blame the teacher. It's they blame teacher or school. But what I believe, we can't blame entirely to school or to teachers, because as a parents we have some responsibilities towards our children. So every time it's not right to blame the teacher, right? People, because generally parents do these kind of things, they have a lot of expectations from school and teachers. They think that if we are paying, we have paid the fee, and now we are no, we need to be relaxed and everything, like teacher is going to tackle everything. But it's not true actually. It's a kind of mutual responsibility of a teacher and a parent as well.
yes, you're right, ma'am. I think it's not easy. What we consider like giving them the responsibility,
Hmm.
of to teacher, and teacher will be, manage all these things. This is not right.
Yes.
This is not right behavior
Hmm.
being a parent, especially towards their kids. We have
Yes.
to, equally consider about their, I mean, personalities, their futures, and many more things. That is very imperative for the kids' life, I would say. We, being a teacher, have only the way of guiding, how to guide to the student, how to navigate them into the right way.
Hmm.
But what about
Right.
other responsibility, right? Because kids are stay for 24 hour at your house,
Hmm.
right? So this is your responsibility to just giving the better shape and giving the better understanding. Many more things that
Hmm.
is very consecutive for. So these are things it really matters.
Exactly. Right, right. Okay, so we just started discussing about teaching randomly, but yes, it's useful for our audience also. And I want to know how is your relationship with your students? Are you a strict teacher or you are an easygoing person? As a teacher, how do you deal with your students?
Uh, Actually, you know very well, students and I mean small kids are quite unpredictable. You have to understand.
Right.
So if you become quite strict with student, so they would never ever understand you. They would never follow your
Hmm.
way, what you want from them. So you have to be calm and composed, and you have to apply different kinds of a strategy in order to guide your student, right? So some of time I have to be very calm and composed, surrounding my student to navigate them. Okay, becoming strict with them, they can put other different kinds of negative thoughts about you, and this is
Hmm.
not good for as a teacher, you can say, right? And this is
Right,
a
right.
normal experience we can raise out, right? This is
Hmm.
the state of mind of a student because they do not have in a good condition of considering good and bad, right?
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
In the
Right,
early
right.
age they do not have that much potential of considering in a right way, right?
Right, right.
So it is very difficult to take a random action towards these kinds of kids.
Hmm.
So you have to care about each action what you take from them towards them, right?
Yes.
So I always try to stay calm and composed and applying
Hmm.
different strategies and ideas, how to convince them, how to give better suggestions, how kids can perform in life and getting better results
Hmm.
so their parents can be admire. Yeah, my kids
Yes.
are going well. Many more things I have to care about.
Yes, exactly. Because a teacher is considered as a second parent of a child, right? Because after parents have that trust factor. That's why they send their children to school, and they have a deep faith in their in the teacher of their kids or their children. And yes, as a teacher, you need to be responsible enough. You need to be kind of adaptable. You need to be that no you have that adaptable personality you should have, right? Because every time your students look up to you. If they have any query, any problem, they will come to you, and they look up to you for any sort of help. So as a teacher, I think instead of being strict with them or being rude to them, we need to offer that helping hand and that friendly behavior towards them, so that they can be opened up. And if they have any issue, any query, they can just come to you. Sir, this is my problem, this is going on in my mind, and kind of, right? But yes, every time you can't be so lenient with them. Just to maintain that discipline in the class, you need to be little strict. So instead of having the feeling of fear in your students towards you, they should have the feeling of respect, that
Yes,
sir has told us to sit quietly, so we will sit quietly. Okay, there should be a sense of responsibility, accountability, and a sense of respect, rather than they have fear that if we don't sit quietly, we sir will scold us, or we can get a punishment. So there should be a very cute and strong bond between a student and a teacher. And as a teacher, we need to take that initiative. And it's not only about teaching them books, they're completing their course, their syllabus. It's all about understanding their mental, emotional level, right?
yes.
And that's why we need to be very, very careful and responsible when we are a teacher. So yes, true. And okay, anything else? If you want to ask any question, if you have any query.
Yeah, actually, we have arranged, some kinds of topic, right? Like a mutual understanding. So I would like to know your opinion, ma'am. Say something.
Ye- as actually, you know what? Every time when I have a conversation with anyone, so most of the time people ask me same question. Tell something about your journey or tips and tricks. So I just did not want to get into those topics. It sounds cliche every time you are repeating same statements, right? So that's
Yeah,
why I asked you to go for a topic. But yes, randomly we started a very beautiful topic about teachers and teaching. And as we just discussed, that mutual understanding between a teacher and a student, and between teachers and parents. So I think we have already discussed that yes, mutual understanding is the key to towards any to build any kind of relationship, be it with your partner, be it with your. There is a saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we need to be patient enough, right? And second thing, what we are lacking actually, we are forgetting our roots in that to pretend or to show yourself Gen Z, very that very smart or dude, right? So they are not in touch with their family, right? They
yeah,
don't know the rituals or the basic essence of our culture. Our young people, they are forgetting it just to. And this is the impact of westernism,
yeah.
right?
You're right, ma'am.
Foreigners, yes, foreigners, they come to India, they learn yoga and meditation here, and what we are doing,
We are neglecting.
we yes, we they like, if you ask anyone, do you prefer yoga? No, 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 I don't like yoga, I go to gym,
Hmm.
right? So gym going, okay, gymming is if you go to gym, it's not a bad thing, but don't ignore yoga also. This is the, India is known for its heritage. Yoga is our heritage, right? So we need to get back to our roots. If we want
Yes,
to be successful, if we want to have that understanding and patience in our behavior, we need to get back to our roots. Spend time with your family members, right? We are living in this era of technology. So technology has given so many things to us, right? It has given birth to so many innovative ideas, but again, due to this technology, we are getting distracted.
yes,
Everyone is busy with their phones. Hardly we spend time with our family members, right? Kids are busy in playing games. We are busy in exploring other people's reels and shorts, right? So this is the reason why we don't have that patience, right?
yeah. That's why,
Because
ma'am.
hmm, hmm,
That's why early I raised the one thought. Like thought is the biggest enemy for new generation.
yes,
After
right,
adopting the
right.
new culture and new traditions of different kinds of
Hmm,
personalities who comes from different countries, they start forgetting their traditions, their culture,
yes.
right? Their
Hmm,
ancestors taught, right? Many more things because they, as I
right,
start
right.
considering like they are quite smart and
Hmm,
quite
hmm, hmm.
experienced, and due to
Yes, yes.
that reason having these kinds of thoughts into their mind,
Right.
right? That's the reason
Exactly.
they are doing such
Hmm.
voice activities into their life,
Mm-hmm.
and due to that reason they are not responding good to their parents because they start considering my parents is not that much educated more than me,
Yes,
and
yes,
this has
yes.
become the cause of raging arrogant feeling, and it would be
Exactly.
reflected into the behavior of all kids in especially this time, right? And due to
Hmm.
that reason many relations has been broken because
Right. Right.
considering self superior between the couples,
Hmm.
between the people,
Hmm.
families, this is not better way of sustaining your relations for a long time.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes, yes.
because especially in this time the new generation do not want to listen others. They always try to
Hmm.
read their own perspectives,
Huh.
perspective, right?
Yes.
This is the right and other people are not right. Many more things,
Exactly.
it comes from your thoughts. What you consider,
Hmm.
it will define how life will be going.
Right. That's true. And you know what? Uh, what's like the people whom you are surrounded with, the kind of literature you are reading, the kind of stuff you are watching on social media, all these factors define, or these decide your thought process, what you will think, right? Because what we read, what we watch, and the people whom we are surrounded with, all these things have a certain effect on our mind, and we start thinking in that way. So we need to be very careful with the people whom we are surrounded with, and whatever we are reading, which sort of literature we are reading, which sort of content we are watching, right? So that is this is a sense of this topic. We need to understand what exactly we need our life, what we want our life, and what we are doing right now. Are we going on a right track, or we are lagging, right? So just try to be in touch with your parents. And you know what, modernism is not, if you it modernism is not about your dress, right? About your, no one wants. I tell people that yes, I am an old school. Maybe you find me very traditional, or I might not be very modern according to you, but I know what modernity exactly is. For me, modernity is how to express myself, how to balance my mental, emotional uh, feelings, right? And how to survive in today's society, how to use technology to upskill myself. This is modernity for me. I don't
Yes,
go late night in the pubs, right? I don't consider this is only this part is modernity, if you ask me, right? So that's I think it varies person to person, and it is completely your option, your point of view, your perspective. How do you take these terms, right? So it was a very nice discussion with you. And time flies. Actually, time flew away. I didn't realize, because I have another session right away.
okay, okay.
So, but
It,
happy to have, glad to have a conversation with you, and best wishes with your future endeavors. And I wish very soon you visit America.
Thank you so much, ma'am, really. And I really enjoy this conversation. And I ever talk like that. I do not repeat the same question what you raised before.
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
asking journey and etc. Because there is no kinds of benefit are you going to have by
Right,
repeating
right.
multiple things, right? We always
Yes.
discussions about relevant question include of your life so that you can
Hmm.
learn something new and extend your experiences.
Exactly. Yes. When we discuss a different topic, we get to know a lot of vocabulary words, and we get to know how to present yourself, how to articulate your thoughts, right? So that's why, because every time answering the same questions and using the same vocabulary, it doesn't make me feel happy or content. So that's why. But I really enjoyed the conversation, and have a good